Hi everyone, it's Desiree. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me for another video. Today I wanted to go over some tools that you can use to punch things into your planner. I have two that I'm currently using and I use them for certain things. And I really like both of them, but I like one more than the other. So I'm going to go over that in this video. These are a little bit pricey, both of them on their own are pricey in my opinion, but I feel like they are worth the investment to have these in if you use a disc bound system. I've been using the Happy Planner punch honestly since I started planning, and this has always been an awesome tool, but I just got this We Are Memory Keepers disc punch, and this is another amazing tool. So I'm going to go over each one and like how I use it. Because like I said, there are different ways that I use these for my planner. And there's ways that what this one can do a lot more. So I'm going to go over this one first. So this one is one of the newer versions of the Happy Planner punch. I don't know if this particular one is still available, but they have different variations of this on the website right now that is like the same, just a different look. I know there's a florally one. I think there's a black one. But I'll have them linked down in the description. I really like this punch because when I first started planning, I had a blue one that was a little bit shorter, and then there was a pink one that was for the big. So you had to buy two punches back then, two of these, and they're, like I said, they're not cheap. So I had to buy, I think I only bought the classic because I wasn't using a big, and you could only punch a classic and a mini size in that punch. So I'm so glad that they redesigned this and they put the little lines right here. So that way you can punch a big, a classic, and a mini just in this one punch. This just makes much more sense. So at least now it's a little bit more affordable, because in the past we used to have two of these punches in order to do big and classic. But now all you need is just this one punch to do all of the different pages. And I also use this just to punch like other items. Like if I have like a little card like this that I want to punch into my planner, I just kind of like line it up so that way, okay, this one's going to take up 4 little punches, and then I can punch this card so that way it can go into my planner. So for me, now that I have this, for me, I only use this to punch paper in my planner. Like when I make some special mini sheets for my patrons, I will use this to punch all the holes at once because it's just easier just to punch all of these at the same time. But I don't do anything super thick. I only put one piece of paper in here at a time because this punch sometimes jams. And in the past, when I used to punch paper that had like stickers already on it, like this, sometimes they would get caught in the springs, or I don't know, it would just jam up. So I don't do this anymore in here because sometimes it would just mess up. So I only recommend, if you get this one and if you can get both, to only use this to punch like pages to get all of the holes in here. So like this, I would totally put this in here. This fits in here. So that way I can get all the big punches in here. So it gives me 11 punches at once. So yeah, that's the only way I use this now, because I got this. Honestly, I think this one is so much better, except for I wouldn't want to like go and punch like 11 of these. You could. So if you wanted to just invest in this, or if you could only invest in one, I would say invest in this one, because this one is really good. So I haven't had any issues with this punching through anything that I do, since I only do like stickers and paper. This thing, I think I read it can punch through like super thick stuff, and I'm actually going to punch through something that a couple of things that you definitely can't punch in here. So yeah, this thing is amazing. I use this to punch like whenever I have a sticker on the holes, I will just go in and use this to punch out the holes. I usually don't have this many holes to have to repunch. But I like using this better because it just works better. It never jams. It's gonna punch through way thicker than this. And I don't worry about my pages getting messed up, because when I used to punch this in here, I'm telling you, I would always get scared. It was always kind of a pain to get this in first off when it's already been punched. Like, they kind of get caught in the punched portions. All right, so I'm gonna try to line this up so I can punch this. It's gonna punch it. It's just I always get nervous punching it. Okay, it did exactly what I thought it was gonna do. Oh my gosh, it jammed on me. That is so funny that happened on camera. Once I turned the camera off, it snapped back. Yeah, okay, I didn't even touch it, but it did. It's funny, once I turned the camera off, it just like snapped back into place. And now it's fine. So yeah, I'm not doing that. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, this thing, I'm not doing that ever again. I just wanted to do it for the purpose of this video so you can see, like, I don't recommend punching sticker, like this type of thing in there, because that's what's happened. This had no problem when there's like no sticker pieces on there. I've never had an issue punching just paper from this. So yes, but this, you won't have a problem punching, going all the way down and punching all these holes. That's super easy. Now, another thing, this paper, this cardstock, obviously this punched it fine. This is gonna punch it perfectly fine too. On here, I'll just do a little punch right here. And if you just have this punch and you wanted to make some holes, all you do is line it up on this little guide right here, this little blue light guide, and it'll space them out perfectly. So that way you can use it in your planner. So it's super easy to use. It just takes a little bit more time if you're gonna punch holes for whatever size planner you have. But you can totally do that with this tool, just if you don't want to buy this one. So yeah, so this fit in there, it punched it fine. But if I folded this like this, just to make it a little bit thicker, like if you have a thick piece of cardstock, this isn't gonna even fit in here. So for me, I don't ever put like more than one, because again, I'm scared of that jamming thing happening in here like it did earlier, because that's another thing. If you put too many pieces of paper in here, it's not going to, it'll mess it up. I only put one. I always do one. It does say max 3 sheets, but I don't listen to that because this thing is so finicky. But this one is going to punch through all of this very, very easily, like that. So this is punching through like double the paper, like nothing, no problems. It doesn't even take a lot of pressure, which is nice. Let me try folding this one more time. I don't know if I'm kind of like pushing it to the limit. Let me see. If I fold it over this way. Oh yeah, easy. Okay, so it really punches through like pretty thick material. And I already tested it on this, but if you ever wanted to make like your own like laminated covers, and it has like that thick lamination, like these Happy Planner ones are thick lamination, you definitely can't put it in here. Like this is gonna jam for sure. I don't even think it fits in here. Actually, let me see. No, it doesn't. All right, so yeah, that's not an option to use for this, but this thing cuts through it like nothing. I already did a hole right here. It's like super easy, no problem. And you get all the little punches through this like pretty thick lamination. And I'm pretty sure you can go even thicker than this if you have like a thicker material in mind. I'm only going through like planner related things, but I'm pretty sure you can use this to, actually let me find the description on what you can punch with that. It actually can punch through a lot. So obviously cardstock, it can punch through fabric, chipboard, leather, it says a thin tin, and plastic. So yeah, it punches through a lot of different things, which is why I really like this item. It is $29.99 on Michaels, and it is 20% off right now. And then this one, okay, so this one, they only have like a florally style one, which I'm not a huge fan of. The pattern on the, it's like a homebody floral, but they do have it. It's on sale. It's actually $34.99 for this one. But it's normally $50 for this, so yeah. This one's definitely, I feel like, a better deal because you can punch a lot more. I think I permanently ruined or messed up my punch in this video, unfortunately, but that's okay. Let me see if it'll, it's making a noise every time I do this. Hold on, let me see. Oh no, okay. I think it's good. Sometimes the spring springs back and it like makes a noise, but I think it's fine now. Okay. It fixed itself. But yeah, I'm definitely never punching stickers through here again. Only paper. I'm only punching paper through here. It's still a really good punch. I like having this again, so that way I can just do all the punches at once. I feel like this is the easiest way rather than like going all the way down with this. But if you don't mind doing that, then all you would really need is this punch. And I also like that this has the little guidelines, so that way I know like where I need to put the paper within the holes. Let me see here. I just like line it up to the black lines and then just punch. It's really easy. Yeah, I feel like for just paper punching, definitely this is great to have on hand, but then for like more difficult punching, this is an amazing tool. So that's why I wanted to just compare both of these, and you can kind of decide which one works best for you, like how you like to use your punches or how you plan on using your punches, which one would fit better for what you need. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you all in the next one.